Salutations to all our future judges. In this video, we are going to see Indian Evidence Act 1872. But before going into the video, I'd like to make few requests to our viewers as well as the subscribers. Kindly do not skip the video. Watch the video from the beginning till the end. If you skip in between, you may be missing very crucial information or very crucial aspects which have been explained. Hence, watch from the beginning till the end. And next request is, please do have a notebook and a pen with you, because various questions which have been asked in Evidence Act in various exams would be mentioned or would be stated. And in addition to this, idea would be given as to how questions could be framed in a particular section. It is very important for you. So you all need to make a note of all these aspects. And in addition to this, some additional illustrations would also be given while teaching the act. Hence, you please make a note of all those additional illustrations as well. They would be of absolute help to you in understanding the particular section. And in addition to this, various ways or techniques would be taught which would help you to remember those sections, or to say some memory techniques would be given. This would be really helpful to you in remembering the sections when you go to the exam. I hope this video would be of absolute and great utility to you. Now, let us try to understand the illustrations given for section 8. Let me make it very clear that questions are asked from illustrations in the preliminary exam. Hence, it is very important that we need to understand the illustrations in depth. Now, let us move on to the illustrations. Illustration A. A is tried for the murder of B. That is a fact. So, let us try to understand this. Now, just try to imagine this. There is a person by name A. He is going into the house of one Mr. C. He is going there and murdering C. When he is doing the murder, one person B is watching this from the window. Just imagine this as a story. Just try to picturize this so that you understand the illustration in a perfect manner. So he is standing in the window. B is standing in the window and he is seeing the murder happening. So now B is going to A and saying, see, I have seen you murder C. If you don't pay me money, I'll make this public. I'll go and say to everyone that you killed C. So this is absolutely irrelevant. The reason being, there is a possibility that A could have murdered B as well, because B is trying to extort money from A. So all these aspects are relevant. Now let us move on to illustration B. A is suing B. A sues B upon a bond for the payment of money. B denies the making of the bond. Now let us try to understand this illustration. Imagine a person is going and asking for money, that is B. B is going and asking C, see, I'm in need of money, pay me money. And A is giving money to B and is getting a bond from B. Now B is saying, no, I have not made this bond. I am not ready to pay the money. So A is going to court. So in the court he is coming and saying, B is coming and saying, no, I did not take any money from him. In that case, let us take the date of bond. On that date of bond or near to the date, if there was some financial requirement for B, imagine B had to marry his daughter, or B was constructing a house which was halfway done, or there was some loan which he had to repay. In all these situations, it is very probable that this person would have taken money from A. So that is considered to be quite relevant. So the requirement or the need for money of B is very important and it is considered to be relevant. Now let us move to illustration C. A is tried for the murder of B by poison. So A is administering poison to B. So if A would have purchased the same poison which was administered to B, then it is said to be relevant. Now let us move to Illustration D. The question is whether a certain document is the will of A. Now, there is a doubt whether it was the will of A. As you all know, will becomes alive only on the death of the person who wrote the will, but that will can be challenged. So in this case, there is a doubt whether it was the will of A. So what they will see is the circumstances or the situations which provide that A could have made this will. So before making this will or the date of the will, the person A is going and making inquiry about the matters which are in the will. For example, imagine he is having a property. He is going and asking his advocate and he is consulting with them and asking, sir, how I should prepare a will, or what are the procedures for making a will, or can you make a draft for me? In all these cases, it is absolutely relevant. And imagine there is other will which was preferred and he did not approve it. And all these are quite relevant when the question is raised with respect to the legality or the validity of a will which was written by A. Now let us move to the next example. A is accused of a crime. So in this case, let us try to understand what this illustration says. The person who is accused of a crime, in this case it is A. So what he is doing is he is providing evidence which make an appearance favorable to A, or what he is trying to do is he is destroying the evidence or concealing the evidence, or he is preventing the witness from coming to the court, or he is ensuring that the person who is standing as a witness is absenting himself, who might have been a witness, or he is inducing people to give false evidence. All these are absolutely relevant if a person is accused of a crime. Now let us move to the next example, F. The question is whether A robbed B. That is the question. Now let us try to visualize the situation of this particular illustration. So imagine there is a public place where A is going and robbing B. But there is other person by name C in that place. He has not noticed who robbed B. So now he is going and saying to A, see, the police are looking for the person who robbed B. So after hearing this, the A is trying to run away. So obviously this fact is said to be relevant. Now let us move to the next example, G. The question is whether A owes B rupees 10,000. That is the question which is raised. Now let us try to visualize this illustration as well. Imagine the person A is going to C and asking him, sir, I need some money. Can you pay me that money? In that case, there is another person D who is coming inside and saying to C, see Mr. C, I know about A. A has taken money from B, an amount of 10,000 rupees. I know this. He has not repaid this money. Please don't trust A. So after hearing this, A is going away without making any answer. So this is a relevant fact. Let us move to the next example. The question is whether A committed a crime. So this is the question which is raised. Imagine A received a letter stating that or warning him that inquiry was being conducted for identifying the criminal. So the contents of that said letter are quite relevant in this case. Now let us move to the next example. A is accused of a crime. If A absconded or he was in possession of the property which he stole, or if he has sold that stolen property and obtained some proceeds of the property, or attempted to conceal things. For example, imagine he used a knife to kill somebody and is trying to conceal that knife which might have been used for committing the crime, are all absolutely relevant. Now let us move to example J. The question is whether A was ravished. This is very important example, so please listen this very carefully, because this gives a distinction as to what is a complaint or how it should be done. Further, this makes a classification with respect to conduct. So we need to understand what they refer by a complaint and a statement and how they get correlated to form a conduct. Now, imagine A is going and saying that she was raped. She made a complaint relating to the crime. The circumstances under which and the terms in which the complaint was made are relevant. However, they are giving an exception to this. So, this A is not giving a complaint. She only said that she was raped or she was ravished. If she is going to say this, then it is not relevant as conduct under this section. It will not be a conduct. To understand this in a simple manner, imagine a lady A is raped. She is going and saying, I was raped. Simply, she just says that I was raped. She is not giving a complaint. In that case, it is not relevant as conduct under this section. If she is going to make a complaint, saying under what situation it occurred, how it occurred, who did this, everything she is explaining and giving a complaint, then she is making a statement that she was raped, then it amounts to conduct. However, if she merely makes a statement, then it is valid as a dying declaration under section 32 or under section 157 as corroborative evidence, but it will not amount to conduct. Now let us move to the next example, K. The question is whether A was robbed. Now this example would also prove what is a conduct. So questions may be asked based on the definition of conduct or how a conduct should be determined. In preliminary exams, tricky questions are generally asked to test your ability or test your understanding. So this is an area where questions could be framed. A question could be framed somewhat like this. They can say, a person was robbed. He simply said that he was robbed. Whether this would amount to a conduct? Yes, no, maybe. All the above are false. A question could be raised like this. So please understand this in a proper perspective. Simply, if a person is going to say that I was robbed, it is not a conduct. If he is going to give a complaint stating where it occurred, how it occurred, in which form it occurred, under what circumstances it occurred, everything, if he explains and then he says that he was robbed, it would amount to a conduct. However, this fact, if he is just going to say that he was robbed, it could be used as a dying declaration under section 32 or as a corroborative evidence under section 157. This particular illustrations, these illustrations what we explain now are very, very important. Many times questions have been asked in various exams from this particular section. So please give absolute importance to this, to these illustrations, and hence this has been made as a separate video so that you give absolute focus on this particular illustrations. This would help you understand the entire section 8 in a perfect manner. Questions may be asked in main exam from this section as well. And in some cases, even in interview, questions could be asked from this particular section. Hence, this particular section is very, very important. I hope this would have given a clarity about this section 8. If you like the video, do press the red color subscribe button as well as the all button so that you receive the notifications whenever a video is posted in this channel. If you like the video, do press the thumbs up button and share the channel with your friends. You can motivate your friends by sharing the channel. Let us join hands together and contribute for a learned society. Thank you.